because it's God that said it. Even you go back to Genesis 1:1, where we've been studying, when it says that in the beginning God created, called out of nothing, the universe, the world, heaven and earth. I can't prove it. Science still can't prove it. I always like to refer my classes to an article that I read quite a few years ago, written in one of the scientific magazines that I was subscribing to at that time. And he was discussing the origin of the universe. And of course, with all of his big scientific terminology and all that, what it boiled down to was that he was now convinced that the whole universe at one time had come from a single source of light. And boy, I read that to my little wife and I said, honey, do you hear what he's saying? Because who is light? Well, God is. And so where did everything come when Christ spoke the word? From himself. But here was the kicker. He ended up his article, and after expounding on all the tremendous outbursts of the creation of the universe or whatever, he came to this conclusion. He says, I can foresee the day. Of course, he was talking in terms of billions of years, I suppose. But he says, I can foresee the day when that whole thing will come back to that original source of light. Well, what does Peter say? This old world, this universe, I think, is going to be melted down. It's going to dissolve, see? And everything as we now see it is going to totally disappear. Is that the end of it? No. Because what does Peter say? New heavens and a new earth. And then you jump over to the book of Revelation, chapter 21, and what does John say? And I, John, saw a new heaven and a new earth. Oh, it all fits, see? But all right, this is just to prove, and this is all I try to get people to understand. Take God at his word, and it makes everything turn right side up if we simply believe what he has said. Now, we've got the timeline up there. We can already look at a good portion of that timeline that was foretold clear back in the Old Testament, and it's already come to pass. I think there's 360 some prophecies concerning Christ's first coming. Every one of them were fulfilled to the last detail. Well, listen, if God has already fulfilled the first half of the prophetic proclamation, then why in the world can't people believe he will fulfill the last? Well, he will, because his word has said so. So, just for a quick recap, with all the attributes of God that the Scripture has declared and has proven, how in the world can someone say, but I can't believe it? Well, it isn't that they can't believe it. It's they don't want to. You know, when people decry the habit of smoking, they'll say, oh, if I could only get rid of this habit. I can't quit. And I said, oh, do you want to quit? No, not really. See? Well, if you don't want to, then I'll guarantee you one thing. You're not going to, because the one has to come before the other.
Thank you for watching Through the Bible with Les Feldick, a weekly Bible study. If you would like more information about the Les Feldick Ministries, a Bible study in your area, or about this program, write to Les Feldick Ministries, Route 1, Box 760, Kinta, Oklahoma, 74552. That's Route 1, Box 760, Kinta, Oklahoma, 74552. Through the Bible with Les Feldick is viewer supported, and your gift is appreciated. Thank you, and be sure to tune in next time for Through the Bible with Les Feldick.